The following segment is sponsored by Segelke Financial Group. It's another Financial Friday segment with Jeff Segelke, president of Segelke Financial Group. And this week we're talking about the differences between wills and trusts. Okay, what is the difference, Jeff?
Yeah, so I'm getting this question a lot from people that call into my radio show, people that come to my educational classes, and they're saying, you know, do I need a will? Do I need a trust? Do I need both? What's the difference?
Yes.
So first of all, I'm not an attorney,
Okay.
but I had one law class in college, so I pretty much can talk about anything.
Okay.
But this is part of overall wealth management and financial planning, and I've been doing this for 19 years, and so I know quite a bit about this. But basically, everyone probably needs a will. A will just says when you're gone, when you pass away, what happens? Who gets your stuff? Who gets your assets? If you have minor children, a will is really important because that declares guardianship for your children. Who's going to take care of your kids if you're not there to take care of them?
And if both parents pass, then what happens is the state will give them to whoever they want, right?
Right.
You don't have a will.
So if you don't have a will, then the state chooses. That's the court system. And they may choose wisely, they may not. And do you want to leave that in the hands of the court system of the state? Right.
Now, I have a question for you. If you don't have kids, do you think you still need a will?
Yes, in general, you probably do. I mean, unless you have no assets, if you have any assets at all, you probably want a will just to say who gets it.
Yeah.
Because again, kind of like the kids, if you don't have a will, the court system or the state gets to choose who gets your assets.
They're going to decide
and there's
everything.
a formula for that. You know, it's probably going to go to your family first, but you know, what if it's family you don't want to get your assets?
Yeah,
and you know, you really wanted someone else to benefit.
Yeah.
So having a will is very important. So just about everybody needs a will.
Just get it done. Okay,
yes.
What's a trust?
A trust. So a trust is a legal document that does a little bit more than a will. It also can say who gets what, but it can say when someone gets things. So for example, if you have minor children and you don't want them at 18, at legal age, to get all of your assets. Let's say, you know, you've got your home, maybe your retirement assets, life insurance.
Some money.
Money, you know, you die, everything goes into trust, so to speak, without a trust for the kids, but at 18, they get it all.
All at once.
And do you want an 18-year-old getting all of your assets?
You sure don't.
Probably
I would say most. You don't,
You know,
right?
they're probably going to have a fun time for a little while.
Yeah, they would.
But it could ruin their lives.
Yeah.
And we've seen that before. And so the value of a trust is you can dictate from the grave. You can say when they get it. So you can dictate that, hey, their college is going to be paid for, but they don't get all the assets until they're 25 or 30 or 35 or 40. You know, you can really dictate from the grave and say when they get your assets.
Would you ever need both, a will and a trust?
In general, yes. If you're doing a trust, you probably want a will, because a will, they call it a pour-over will. It just says that when I die, anything that hasn't been put in the trust, in essence, goes into the trust.
Yeah.
And the other value of a trust is that it bypasses probate. That's a big deal, because when we die, if we don't have a trust in place, number one, it's public information because it goes through the court systems. Ooh. And number two, it can be costly. There can be court fees and attorney fees. So having a trust bypasses all that, bypasses probate, and just goes where you want it to go.
So you can dictate where you want all your stuff to go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where and when.
Where and when. And you're giving away a free guide.
Yes. So I have a free guide on legacy planning. So it's part of a chapter actually of my book, Making Your Dream Retirement a Reality. And it talks all about leaving a legacy behind and how you should do it, and wills and trusts and all those types of things. So the first 20 people that call in can get that free guide. We'll just email it over to you or mail it to you. Also, if anybody wants a free consultation, wants to talk to me personally,
call this guy.
Call me and I'll help you figure out, do you need a will, do you need a trust, or both, and what's the most cost-efficient way to do that, because there is a way to get it lower cost than, you know, $2,000 that most attorneys are going to charge.
And how can we find you?
You can visit us on our website, protectandgrowwealth.com, or give us a call.
Okay, perfect. Jeff, thanks so much.
Thanks.
Good information.